We are obsessed with the wrong kind of strength. We admire the unyielding oak, the impenetrable fortress, the rigid mountain. But in a world of constant change, the ultimate strength isn't about being unbreakable. It's about the courage to be broken and the faith to reassemble yourself into something entirely new. And for a masterclass in that, we need to look to a creature that weighs less than a gram, the monarch butterfly. This is not a story about delicate beauty. This is a story about a biological rebellion against the very laws of possibility. It's a psychological thriller written in DNA and stained glass wings. And over the next 15 minutes, we're going to unpack 3 brutal, beautiful advantages the monarch holds over us. Advantages in transformation, in navigation, and in legacy. This will challenge how you see your own capacity for change. Let's start with the monarch's greatest power play, its relationship with annihilation. That caterpillar, once it's ready, doesn't just get a makeover. It finds a quiet spot, hangs itself upside down, and weaves its own coffin, the chrysalis. And inside that jade-green capsule, it doesn't sleep. It dies. On a cellular level, it releases enzymes that dissolve its entire body into a nutrient-rich soup. Its muscles, its eyes, its greedy little caterpillar brain, all of it gone. It becomes a living puddle of potential. Now, hold up the mirror to your own life. Think about the change you know you need. A career that's suffocating your spirit. A relationship that has run its course. A destructive habit you can't seem to shake. What do? We resist. We try to improve ourselves while clinging white-knuckled to the skeleton of our old identity. We want the new job, but we're terrified to leave the security of the old one. We want to be healthier, but we refuse to let go of the comforts that make us sick. We want to become the butterfly, but we are utterly, paralytically terrified of the goo. The monarch's first advantage is its radical, instinctual trust in dissolution. It doesn't just tolerate the chaos. It becomes the chaos. It understands in its very cells that you cannot reach a new destination from an old blueprint. The caterpillar was designed to eat. The butterfly is designed to fly across continents. You cannot make that journey with a caterpillar's body or a caterpillar's mind. You have to be willing to be liquid first. The most profound growth requires not just change, but death and rebirth. From that primordial soup, something miraculous stirs. Specialized cells called imaginal discs, which were always there, dormant, begin using the soup as their building blocks. They multiply, they communicate, and they assemble a new creature from the ashes of the old one. The butterfly that emerges is not an upgraded caterpillar. It is a new entity with a new body, new senses, a new brain, and a new, impossible mission hardwired into its being. This brings us to the second advantage, innate navigation. This newborn butterfly, still drying its wings, has never seen the Oyamo fir forests of central Mexico. Its parents and grandparents are long dead. It is generations removed from the last butterfly that was there. Yet it lifts into the air and flies thousands of miles to a single, specific mountain range it has never known. It navigates using a celestial clock in its antennae and a magnetic compass in its body. It reads the angle of the sun and senses the planet's pull. It trusts this internal, silent guidance system with a faith that is utterly foreign to us. We are the most informed species in history. We have GPS, satellites, and every map ever drawn in our pockets. And we are more lost than ever. We suffer from analysis paralysis, constantly second-guessing our instincts, seeking external validation for every decision. We are terrified of taking a wrong turn because we've forgotten how to trust the pull. The monarch's advantage is its unshakable connection to its internal compass. It doesn't need a map because it is the map. Its journey is a powerful reminder that your intuition, that deep, gut-level knowing, is not a frivolous feeling. It is your biological inheritance. It is your internal GPS. But you have to stop the noise, the opinions, the endless scrolling to hear its quiet signal. Now here's the final, most humbling piece of this epic. The journey is too long for one lifetime. No single monarch completes the round trip. The migration is a generational relay race. The butterfly that leaves Mexico in the spring flies north, lays eggs, and dies. Its children continue, and their children after them. It takes 3 or 4 generations of these short-lived butterflies to repopulate the north. Then, as the days shorten, the Methuselah generation is born. These butterflies are biologically different. Hardier, and have longer lives with one sacred task: to fly the entire way back to that one ancestral home they have never seen. They are the great-great-grandchildren completing the circle. This is the third advantage, a legacy mindset. The Monarch story has no individual hero. The hero is the species. The mission, the continuation of the cycle. Each butterfly plays its perfect part, whether it lives for a week as a reproducer or for months as a long-distance voyager. They work for a future they will never witness. We, however, are drowning in a cult of the individual. Our success, our brand, our name in lights. We see collaboration as a compromise and others as competitors. We get discouraged if we don't see the fruits of our labor in a quarter, let alone a generation. The Monarch operates on a timescale that transcends the self. It teaches us that our true impact is often a chain reaction we will never see the end of. Your work, your kindness, your ideas, they are not endpoints. They are seeds. Are you planting trees whose shade you know you will never sit under? The Monarch butterfly, this seeming symbol of fragility, schools us in the deepest forms of strength. It teaches us that transformation requires the courage to completely fall apart. That navigation requires the faith to follow an invisible path. And that a meaningful life is built not on personal glory, but on contributing to a story much larger than yourself. We break because we are rigid. The Monarch bends, flows, and transforms because it understands that true resilience is fluidity. Maybe it's time we stop trying to be the oak and learn instead to be the butterfly. If this perspective shift, this blueprint for a different kind of strength, landed for you, then do this community a solid. Smash that like button if it resonated. It really helps the channel. Share this video with someone who feels stuck in their chrysalis, who needs a reminder of their own power to navigate. And subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, because we're just getting started. And the next lesson from the natural world is waiting for you. Thanks for watching.